Good afternoon, wherever you are. I am Frederick Watisompo from the Book World International. It is a local NGO that promotes book reading and book comprehension at the same time. We work with our primary schools and secondary schools as well in making sure that we develop read our students by making them academically strong, and it is all about making sure that we are able to develop professional class of people, because if you follow Facebook, there are a lot of things that are happening, even education in my country. People write on Facebook ugly things that are not even English. People write even in offices in my country bad English. People speak bad English, like I am learning English as well. I mean, there are so many things that are happening. Our institutions are not thinking, people leading our institutions are not thinking the right way. If you look at everything, you will understand that it is all because people are not reading. And because people are not reading, their lives as well are not reading in my country, Liberia, or West Africa, or Africa as a whole. So I have come to talk to you on the issue of book matters. I know the importance of book, that's why I have come to talk about book business. Book matters. I love book business. I love writing books. I love talking about books. And my first book I wrote, though it is not available, but Tragedies of Modernity. That is on the Amazon. Tragedies of Modernity, published by Frederick Watisompo. And another book also that I wrote is this book, Trouble History Turned Civil War. This is in, you can find this book in Nigeria. For now, it is not on the net. But if you are a book promoter or bookstore owner, you can order a copy of this book. The address of the company that published the book is Mindex Publishing, a company from Nigeria. And if you look at the topic, Trouble History Turned Civil War, this book talks about corruption issues and how hatred can turn trouble, and trouble elements of hatred can become a political issues that can lead to war as well. So three brothers, I mean, they live with their parents. They decided to go on their own and form their own world. And in that process, power was concentrated between the two brothers, and the smallest brother was never given power. And as time goes by, the generation of the smaller brother decided to change the power dynamics. And in the process of changing the power dynamic, it became an issues of hatred that developed, I mean, among their population, to the extent it led to a civil war. And two gentlemen, I mean, best of friends, they went to the best of school together, from college together as well. But they were confronted with this trouble issue to the extent, being part of it in the military, they got into war and they met at the war front. And one person had to kill, mistakenly killed the other. And I mean, the troubled hatred continued until the political crisis as well. So trouble, hatred, and civil war is all about corruption in Africa. It's all about talking about how we can correct our society to do away with hatred that can turn collective and become also a trouble, hatred as well. And this other book is this other book I'm talking about, that is, this book is on Amazon. While we were together, you can find this on Amazon. Well, I am promoting authors in Liberia and also promoting my own work. The proceeds we get from the promotion of books, we use the little proceeds to develop scholarship programs for our students in secondary school and also at the primary level. And at the same time, what we are doing is that we help give some financial aid to our underprivileged one in the rural school. Today, I have a very brand new topic for you to talk about. That is the importance of keeping a faith. Well, if you look at everything around us, the whole thing of life is centered around faith. Faith is a substance of things hoped for. The substance of things hoped for, like the Bible defines. For example, if you read the book of, how do you call it? If you read the book of 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7, it says to me that, for we live by faith and not by sight. I mean, everything we are living by, our hope is built on faith, things we don't see. And we talk about a tomorrow or a future that we have not seen. But we believe that there are things we can do in our today, and that future can become the best it ought to be. By holding faith, by holding that desire, holding that it is possible, that if you believe that you will go to school and learn something and your future will become bright, that is an act of faith you are holding right there. Right there, you are holding faith. That is why faith is very important, even in an arena of trying to achieve success. You must have faith in order to do wonders in the world. Without faith, there is nobody can achieve your dreams. So faith is very important to your life. I know the importance of faith. It is why I decided to talk about the topic faith. If you look at, for example, the making of things, if you want to create, maybe you are a sculptor, you want to maybe carve something, or you want to maybe as an artist, maybe you want to compose a song, and you believe that it is possible that song, when you compose that song, it will become the way you want it to be, so that maybe you can yield some value, or your message can go out. You are keeping faith at a moment of getting ready or believing that what you are about to do, it is possible. So I have come to talk to you on the issue of faith. What are you doing about your life concerning faith? Do you keep faith over your life, that everything that you see in this world, it is by the power of God, and your existence is built on faith? Without faith, you can't do anything. Without faith, there is nothing absolutely, I'm telling you, you can achieve in this world. There is faith. It is a faith that makes you to have a determination put on with the belief that you will make it. And when you hope on something, or you have a dream, without faith, you can't achieve such a dream. So I have come to talk to you on the issue of faith. Are you a faith carrier? When you are a human being without faith, your life becomes static, or you are just a mere existing being, because you don't have faith even in nature, you don't have faith even in God, you don't have faith maybe in even your school lesson, or maybe you don't have faith in the existence of your society, that you can add your voice, or you can add to the power of change makers, so that there can be great change for your society. If you don't have faith, there can be no hope. Without faith, there can be no tomorrow. That is why I'm telling you that faith is very important to you. Are you a faith carrier? When you carry faith, there is nothing that is impossible to you. You become a man of possibility, because your mind become the means. I mean the power that, yes, you are able to achieve things. You are able to become somebody great. You can change your world. It is only faith that can make you to do that. So I want you to keep a faith upon your life. I want you to keep a faith. Are you somebody of faith? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in the things of God? Do you believe in nature? Do you believe that faith is the thing that making society to work? Do you have a faith? So there are so many elements of faith. But let me first of all tell you what are the various types of faith. Well, the various types of faith are also subdivided as well. But the various types of faith are, for example, spiritual faith. Spiritual faith also is divided into two categories. A faith in God and a faith in spiritual things. Maybe you could be having a faith in satanic things. That could be a faith. And a faith in God, that could also be a faith. And we have something called a faith, secular faith. A secular faith is the faith you hold over things. For example, you are holding, maybe you are a little boy, you have the faith that if you go to school, your life will manifest. That school life, when you attain your little degree, or you attain a little skill, you will be able to run out a service in future that will change your setting, will change your life and change your surrounding. And by that means, when your surrounding is changing, that simply means your faith is working. There are many persons who hold the desire that they will make it in life, but they don't hold faith in themselves. They don't hold faith in the things even they believe. So a secular faith made you to believe that this thing, it is possible, that when I work to achieve this thing, it is possible, I will achieve it. So I want you to be a faith carrier. I want you to be a faith carrier. What are you doing? A life without faith is a useless life. A life without faith is a faith that is destitute, that is going to be lived in a destitute situation. You must carry faith. There are many persons, though, who don't believe that there is God. They don't even believe in spiritual things. But they believe in secular things. They believe that their knowledge can make it for them. Well, whatever faith of that nature is a secular faith, because you feed that. But when you believe that, yes, by your education you will be successful, or when you believe that when you learn a little skill you will be successful without having faith in God, what that is a secular faith. But a faith in God, and maybe a faith in spiritual things, such a faith is what I call a spiritual faith. And there is no way you can divorce a spiritual faith from that of a secular faith. You must have faith in spiritual things, that is, the thing that God made. And in God Himself who created all things. You did not create yourself. God put His faith to work and created you as a valuable person. Why are you allowing circumstances to turn you upside down? Why are you so much worried about this world? Life will always come with some problem. But if you don't have faith, when problems come, sometimes you try to kill yourself or you try to commit suicide, let's say, and it is a bad thing as a human being. You were made with power. God created you in His image, so you must carry faith. It is only your faith that can keep that dynamism between you and God, and life can manifest for you, because you have a twofold life to live: your spirit side and your physical side. And it is your spirit side of you that empowers your physical. If your spirit side is not alive in receiving messages from God or in having a dream, there is no way your physical can manifest. It is your spirit side that keeps your physical manifesting or being able to work for you in achieving things in this world. I want you to have a faith, and it is only faith that is your spiritual hand that gets things from God. That's what I see a faith to be. When the faith, which is a connection between you and your God, when that faith is not strong, when that faith is not nurtured, when that faith is not imparted with the word of God, or by learning things that are motivational, or by listening to motivational speeches, or reading books that are educative. Because by reading, but as long as you are learning are able to be kept in our mind or in our head. Any good thing we learn is by faith that does that. It is faith, the power that keeps things inside of you. And it is your spirit man which is the conduit of keeping things inside of you. And that spirit man exists by way of your faith. So you have to make sure that spirit man through faith is empowered. When your spirit man is empowered, that means your faith will walk. The empowerment of your spirit man is the thing that makes your faith to walk. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you thinking that the world, others are better than you and you can't make a difference? You have to change such a thinking. Put your life to work. You are not a static being. You are not a non-living thing. You are a living thing. And every living thing moves with faith. It is only faith that can make us to achieve. Without faith, you can't make it. So I want you to put your faith to work. So there are subclasses of faith, especially like I name the spiritual faith and a secular faith. Let's look at the subclasses of faith. It has to do with the same overall types of faith as well. For example, a faith in God, and also a faith in yourself, and a faith in others, and a faith in things of nature and mankind. You must have faith in God. You must have faith in yourself. You must have faith in others. You must have faith in the things you see. If you don't have faith, your belief factor becomes nothing. Because it is faith that will make you to say, I believe that this is possible. It is faith that makes you. So why are you not thinking about having a faith in you? When you have faith, no circumstance can make you to feel that you can't make it. When you have faith, no matter how the winds of life are coming forth and rocking against you, you feel that yes, you can make it no matter what. How maybe you were falling because of problems getting you to sink down, you will still wake up. You will not leave right there. You will wake up and say, look, I can make it, because what? The power of faith is working in you. What are you doing about your life? It is faith that makes you to have a dream and believe that dream, it is possible you will achieve that dream. It is faith that keeps you on that road of belief. It is faith that makes you to look at the future based on the dream you had, and then you are able to picture something great that you are able to achieve. It is faith that makes you to hold on in life to good things that are supposed to happen to your life. You believe that they will happen. It is faith that makes you to do that. But you have to be thinking, how can you nurture your faith? That should be your major thinking in life. How can you nurture your faith? If you read the Word of God, in the Bible, that I know, which is I call as the usual manual of creation, because it is the Bible that gives us all of the goods all the good things we need in order to change our life. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the Bible. For me, I believe so much in the Bible, and nothing can get me twisted in believing the Word of God, because the Word is the light of my soul. It is a light to me. It's a light to my human life. It is a light to my feet. It is a lamp to my soul. So I don't joke with the Word. I believe in it, and it's the faith I have that makes me to believe. And it is the faith I have in the Word. It is the thing that is building me up. I have the thinking, I have the ability that, yes, I can achieve a thing with God being on my side. I am not the source of good, but God is the source of good. Every good thing that happens in your life, God is the one who makes them possible. Satan is not the source of your good. He's the source of your evil that is confronting you. But God is the source of your good. So you have to always tell him thank you. You have to always appreciate him. Appreciate God for your life. And keep faith in yourself. Your background shouldn't be the thing to keep you to worry. Don't worry about your background. As long as you have faith, you can change your situation. You can change the world around you. I was a boy living with my grandparents. I had used to wear tighter clothes, walk with my bare feet. Living in Grand Creek County, southeastern Liberia. But that background of my life did not determine my today. Through the grace of God, I kept the faith that if I work hard through the grace of God and skillfully as well, I knew very well that I was going to become somebody. And today, I am somebody. I didn't know today that I could be speaking to somebody like you who is going through some storms of life. I didn't know. That is what we call change. And it is only faith that can make you to have a hope in the future. And when you have a hope in the future, you work it out. Work out your faith that it is possible you will change your condition. That is what you do. That's faith. Faith is the power you need to have. Jesus said it in his word. He said, if your faith can be as small as the mustard seed, you can move mountains. So if you can talk such a thing about what faith is, there are mountains that will come in our way. The mountains of struggle, the mountains of difficulties, the mountains of, poverty, the mountains of circumstances sometimes you don't believe, but they are just confronting your world, or they are being orchestrated by people. And it makes your faith somehow, maybe sometimes, to feel that you can't make any life. But you have to keep faith. God made you faithfully, so you must keep faith. What are you doing? Keep faith. You must keep faith in yourself. You must keep faith. You are a person of power. You are a person of blessing. You are not a cursed person. You carry power. You carry glory. So you have to keep faith. So that glory. If you perceive that it is possible, you will build maybe one of the best buildings in the world, or you will be owning that. Your faith has to make you to work. A faith without work is a dead faith. If you have a faith that, yes, when you pray to God, that it is possible this thing will happen for your life, you will travel. You have to put that to work. You must look for the money. Faith makes you to believe, and the next thing is your faith has to be worked out. Put your faith into process. Believing is one thing, and getting to work is another thing. I guess maybe you were once a boy, and your parent had a faith that when you learn something skillfully, you learn something maybe in the classroom or something as a skill, your life could change for you today. Maybe your life has changed for today, or maybe you are still struggling. Say almost 10 to 15, 20 years ago, maybe you are still found in the same situation. Your life is still the same. I and in, that's how I see your life to be like. Maybe I and in, go on. Will you still keep letting poverty to keep troubling your world? Will you still keep living in complete disdain? No. Have faith and try to put your faith to work. The working of your faith is the thing that can change your surrounding. It's the thing that can change your life. Put your faith to work. What are you doing? Don't be a daydreamer. Put your faith to work. Let's look at the evidence of faith. The evidence of faith makes you to picture something great concerning the future. It is the evidence. Evidence is something that should be seen or something that should manifest by the time you hold faith. That's the evidence we're talking about. So it could be that maybe you hope that you could create one of the best, maybe you could invent one of the best machines in the world. Right there, you have made the dream. But how is it possible? And the faith makes you to hold true to your own dream. It is faith that makes you to hold true to the dream that yes, it is possible. You will achieve this by inventing the machine you talk about. It is faith. But that faith, when you perceive that it is possible you can invent a machine, it has to manifest. That is the evidence we're talking about. That means you have to get into process with your life in creating or inventing by inventing such a machine, so that the purpose for which you are inventing the machine, that purpose can manifest. Maybe you are inventing the machine because you want for that machine to be a help to human society. Maybe it could be a machine for grinding purpose. It could be a machine maybe for communication purpose. It could be a machine for music purpose. As long it is manifested, it becomes the evidence of your faith. You make the thing you see concerning holding faith, you work hard to make sure that that thing is manifested. And make sure you feel the value. If you wanted to build a building and you had a faith about that, make sure you should build that building. And when you build the building, it is one thing that your faith has manifested. But the next thing of your faith is that the harvest stage. I mean, when that building is created, the next thing is that you have to what? Get the shelter of the building. And then that becomes what? The utilization of the value of your faith. There are many persons in the world, because they are so much like dangling in this world about issues. They don't hold faith sometimes. When they hold faith about issues, their faith don't take them to the end of the journey in making sure that their faith manifests in the physical value of things that they need to see or they need to show to the world to prove that yes, they were holding faith about this thing through having a dream. They don't do that. They don't do that. So you have to learn to process your faith. In processing your faith, you must first of all be able to empower. You must have a dream, be able to empower yourself, or be able to seek knowledge, be able to buy books to read if you want for your faith to be processed and powerful. Create that competency over your faith. Create that. I believe so much that I was made to be rich. I was made to be a great person. I believe it. And I'm working it out every day that comes by. At night time, I think of what to do. And every time in a day, I think of how I can progress from one stage to another. It could be you. Check your progress stages of your life by holding faith. You need to do that. It is the weapon you have. Faith is the weapon you have to climb the heights of mountains. Faith is the weapon you have to become one of the greatest in the world. Faith is the weapon you have. That when circumstances come, you don't kill yourself. You don't, faith should make you to believe that yes, it is possible. It is the power of possibility that should exist in you. Carry the mental possibility that you are able to make it, but to make things happen for your life. So what are you doing? Hold faith and do the right thing. Hold faith and become the best you ought to be. This world is not waiting for you. You have to do something right now. When you are holding faith, there are things also you need to learn and practice to always do. You calculate your value. You calculate your value. How are you determining that there are values that have been added to you every time because you are walking in faith? You calculate your value. Calculate your value every day that comes by. For example, how do you calculate your value? Looking at your spiritual level, you check your spiritual life. Is this something okay? Is it working? Do you have faith in God? Are you reading the Word? Are you helping yourself? Are you doing some positive things that can change you? And that your life, when you are changed, your life can have an impact on society. Are you doing that? Are you thinking that way? You have to hold faith. The next thing is to add value to you again. Look at your knowledge level. How strong is your knowledge level? Do you really, are you adding more value to your knowledge to build up your knowledge? Are you doing that? It's a way of seeking wisdom as well. Because the more knowledge you have, you become inclined. You know how to make good decisions. You know what is good for you concerning your life, and you know how to work. To make sound decisions that will benefit your society. The next thing you look at, your character level. When you are holding faith about your life or over your life, what you do is that you look at your character level. Is your character making some improvement? Do you have some principles for your life? Those are values you need to add. As a person holding faith and I want to do great things in this world, you have to add values to your life. Look at your economic level. How is your economic level? If you are a man or a woman of faith, are you improving your economic level? Are you improving? You have to add value to your life by improving the economic level. And the next thing, look at your financial position. Right now, are you looking at financial position? Is it getting stronger and stronger and stronger every day? Are you doing business? Are you doing something positive? Are you working? You have to work. As a person of faith, you have to work on your financial position. Your financial position is the thing that can make you to travel to places. It is your financial position that make you to be able to buy in an economy. Those that buy in an economy are the ones promoting businesses of the world. Check your financial position as a person of faith. I pray that you will do your best as you are listening, you are watching this particular video, and I know you will know the importance of holding faith. That without faith, you can't achieve anything. You can have some of the biggest dreams in the world. Without faith, there's no way you can achieve anything. So that is why you need to hold faith. Nurture your faith, process your faith, make sure that the value of your faith manifests. I want to be a great person in the world. So know the importance of your faith. Well, if you are a philanthropist around the world, you can buy copies of our book. The book is on Amazon. That is what we are doing at Book World International. We are promoting people, developing the lives of young people, especially at high school level, like I said. And by buying copies of our book, that means you are a philanthropist helping us in meeting our goal. You can share our pictures as well. May God bless you wherever you are. I pray that your life prosper. Let God keep guarding you, protecting you, giving you good health as you help Book World International by buying copies of our book. May God bless you. Thank you ever so much for watching this video.